What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel, man. And today we're not installing anything. We're going to be uninstalling something. So I know y'all seen the thumbnail and the title. So basically, I'm going to be removing the Ikon Motorsports rear diffuser. Now, there's some reasons for me doing that. And the reason is, well, let me show you. All right, y'all. So now, don't get me wrong. I like how this thing looks, but when I got it, I was trying to be, you know, cost effective on what I got. It looked pretty decent for what it was. And look at that. Look at this. It's actually damaging that. And I really don't like that. But it's also, it's catching, if you can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me, see if I can get a little light on there, shine a little light on the situation. All right, y'all. So the rear diffuser here. So now I got me a little light so I can show y'all. So let me tell you why I want to. The car is extremely dirty right now. I'm gonna wash it, but like I say, before I can wash the car, I got to get into why I'm removing it. So one of the reasons why I'm removing it is because I haven't been able to clean down in there in like forever, because I can't get in there with a rag or anything to clean it, and that's driving me nuts. Now, that is also damaging the bumper of the car, and it could be just the fact that I put it too close. I could have maybe set it back a little further, but then again, if I'd have did that, it probably wouldn't have mounted the way I wanted it to. Another thing, if you look down in there, this thing is catching rocks like you wouldn't believe. So I want to get this thing off of here. And maybe I've made plans and I've already got something else on order, but I'm going to be replacing this with something a little bit different and maybe a tad bit more aggressive. But like I said, we'll talk about that when that part comes in. But for right now, I want to remove this. So I'm basically going to do the reverse of what I did when I put this thing on here, which I will I'll link the video where I installed this, and hell, your top right corner on one of these corners. It's gonna be there. Just look for it. If you want to see it, click on it. But what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take everything out of the trunk and pop this whole thing out of there. Once I get it off of there, then we'll get to see what the rest of the carnage looks like underneath here. And then we'll get into a conversation of the center console, because there's some things I want to tell you guys about that thing. All right, wasn't that bad. Two of the bolts on the inside that were right here, and then the what is it, one, two, three, four, five, six self-tapping screws, and it's off of there. Now remember, I had just put these bolts on there, and they are, oh, hold on, let me see if you guys can see that or not. Look at that, man, it's already starting to rust. So that's another problem I have with is the rust. So I'm gonna have to clean these where I drilled these holes in there at. I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit. So I'm gonna clean that up, but now it's like I can finally clean this area of the car. So I'm gonna clean all of this up, and let me show y'all this here part too. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good part and the price is right, but look at that, dog. All of the rocks and stuff it was caking up in there, and the fact that I couldn't get in there and clean any of that stuff. And cleaning this down here, it's like the car be clean. Car will be clean all the way up until this point, and then after that down there, if you're looking at the back, you can see all how filthy it was. Sorry about that, y'all. So got a call from the doctor. I told y'all I went and had a doctor's appointment the other day, and yep, he was giving me some of my results, and whew, I got some work to do. But anyway, while I'm making y'all dizzy with all this camera moving, so this is what we got here. You see all of that shit, there's just all that stuff that's building up in there. Yep. I think I'm past using this, so I'm gonna dump that out. Yeah, I'm gonna clean the rest of that out at some point. Clean it up and then put it away. I mean, I don't know what else to do with it. I don't know, maybe I'll make it a part of a getaway. A giveaway or something. But so now I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff back together, and then we'll talk about the center console and my discoveries and my mistakes. But let me put this thing back together, man, and we'll get back to talking. All right, y'all. So we're inside the car right now, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So I can't remember what I did with the piece, but as you can see right here, this is broken on there. Now, it had, the little rubber piece came off. God dog it. Well, anyway, this piece right here broke off of here. Now, let me tell you how it happened. It happened because for some reason I should have looked at it before I touched it, but I thought it was metal, like thin metal. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. It felt like metal. So I felt like it wasn't latching good whenever I closed it. So whenever I closed it, it wasn't latching good. So I was like, man, let me bend this thing into place a little bit. So I'm bending and it's working, you know, well, at least I thought it was working. But I kept bending it, I said, man, just a little bit more and it'll be perfect. Yeah, and that little bit more, snap. That bad boy snapped right up off of there. So don't make the mistake I did and thinking that you could bend this. It is plastic and I broke it off of there. Now, it hasn't stopped it from working. It still works fine. It's not like it just comes up anytime it wants to. But, you know, this other part, all the rest of this parts, all this stuff works on there too. And this is, yep, that's plastic too. I thought it was metal, but it's not. But other than that, it's been working fine. It's still good. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna say it's a bad buy. Just don't do what I did and think you can adjust that thing to make it, you know, snap into place right. Because that was the issue I was having with it. It just wouldn't, it would close, but then I would try and open this top piece and the bottom would come up because it wasn't latching all the way on this little part right here. So I thought I could bend it and make it work. Nope. Now, unless I can come up with something else to put right there, which I hadn't figured out yet because I tried to glue it back on there, but no success. And it came off of there. So, yeah, that's kind of what I want to tell you guys about that, man. Other than that, it still works perfectly fine. It's good. It just doesn't latch down, which is fine. It's no big deal for me. Even though it wasn't the product's fault that it messed up, it was mine. So let's step outside the car, and then I'll show you the finished product because I did. Hold on, I don't want to be blinding y'all with this light. Hold on, wait. All right. So let's take a look at the car because I did wash the car and I was able to get to that little area at the rear diffuser like I wanted to. So pretty happy about that. So let's go out here and let's go check out the back of the car. Man. Looking way better, man. It looks so good. I'm almost thinking it looks good with it not on there, but it did it damaged that up a little bit. I don't know, I could probably do something to fix that. It did a little bit right here, just on the two inner ones. So it does rub right there, but I think it's because the bumper tapers off that way, so it goes in. So that's why I got that. But other than that, it's looking good. So like I was telling y'all, man, the center console extension armrest it's still an awesome product. There was nothing, it didn't break because the product was bad. It's great quality. I broke it because I made a mistake and bent that bad boy till it snapped on me. But like I said, it still works fine. I'm still in love with it and I'm not taking it out. Now, as far as for the rear diffuser, like I said with y'all, man, I got something coming to replace it. I'm just waiting on it to come. That's kind of the reason why I'm out in the garage right now, because I'm waiting on it to come. All right, fam, so I think that's gonna conclude it for this video, man. Appreciate y'all taking the time out to watch the video. I got a nice little series of videos that's about to come up next. I'm about to make some big changes to the Ghost, and I think it's gonna be subtle but aggressive, and I'm making these changes in preparation for what I said I didn't want to do to the car, but I'm going to do to the car. But I'm gonna explain why I'm doing all of this stuff too. So it'll make sense whenever I get to it. I'm gonna keep y'all in suspense for a little bit until it happens. But thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all to all the new subscribers for checking out the channel, man, and giving me a shot and letting me entertain you with some of my crazy antics and hopefully some good knowledge that y'all can use to help y'all out, save y'all some money so y'all can do some work on your own cars, man. So appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate it if you like, and if you haven't been subscribed yet, don't cost you nothing. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Hit that bell notification. Hit the bell so you get notified whenever I put out a video. And until that next video, fam. Peace.